It is Fragrance Friday. Phoenix J back, y'all, and I'm really excited. I'm feeling really green today. Can you see? Can you get into all the greens? I'm feeling really green today. And this is a lovely, exciting Fragrance Friday. I've been talking about it ever since I started doing these videos. Like, this one's in my top 10 and it's not 10. This is in my top 5 and it's not 5. I had a day to myself and I like organized my collection and just got things back in order so that it looks like really neat. Because next week, I think I'm going to give you guys a collection tour and just kind of tour you through my entire collection so you can see it in its entirety. But this week, I was like, it'd be really cool if I like showed y'all where I'm sitting currently with my top 10. Like, what are the top fragrances that are like my immediate pulls, my favorite smells, like why I love them, what they're giving. So this is like a top 10, and I'm not even gonna lie because I cheated. I cheated. There's some ties in here. I had to sneak some doubles in here. So we're gonna go through some of these numbers, and you're gonna realize that there's more than one fragrance, but both fragrances are giving kind of the same vibe, just taken in different directions. So let's start with number 10. Number 10, number 10, number 10. This fragrance will probably always remain in my top 10 because I just can't seem to let it drop below 10. Like at one point, it was my favorite fragrance. It has been all through ever since I first smelled this fragrance, all through like everywhere in the top 10. It's sat in every position. And it's a fragrance that I love. And this is the first cheating. This is where I first start cheating. I start cheating at the beginning. Yeah. Because I have two fragrances here, but you're gonna understand why I put both of these here. So the actual fragrance for number 10 is from Fleur. This is Father Figure. As you can see, this one is almost empty. Like I still have maybe a third quarter of a bottle left there. This is one of my favorite smells from Fleur. It is so good. You can't really read the name on there because of my lovely light here. But this is a great fragrance. And the one that it's tied with that I have here with it too is actually a dupe of it. This is Hidden Gardens. This is a spot on note for note dupe. Like it is perfection when it comes to smelling like this. I'm gonna tell you what I love about this fragrance. It is a fig based fragrance. That is Father Figure. So you get notes of fig in there. But it is not like a normal, juicy, fresh, lush fig. It's fig meets light woods. And it is this wonderfully balanced, crisp, clean, yet fresh smell. It has really nice sillage and projection. Like it's subtle. It leans a little bit masculine, but it's still unisex. It's not, yeah, because even the fig, as you smell it, there is a sweetness to this fragrance. It's so good. And Hidden Gardens from Dua brand really is a perfect dupe for it. I will always love this fragrance. It's inspired by like the idea of the storytelling of it is like modern aftershave, like so reminding you of a father figure. But yeah, great fragrance from Fleur, and great dupe from Do a Brand Company. Okay, next, yeah, cheated here too. It was really the bottom of the list where there was like a little like I just can't decide. I can't decide who gets in and who doesn't. So both of these fragrances lean more in that luxury oud, woody, bold direction, like both of them. And there's two fragrances here. The first is Rifakat. I've talked about this one before. This is very warm, very spicy. You've got pink pepper, black pepper, elemi, saffron, olibanum, vanilla, and cedarwood. It's woody, it's bold, it's smoky, but it's clean. It's kind of leathery. It's got an oriental twang to it. It is just really unique, but it smells like money. Like I always say, Reefa Cott, which from my understanding is a dupe of Baby Cat. Reefa Cott smells like money, and Baby Cat is money, honey. This is so good, but it's got that vanilla dry down that really surprises you because it is a sweet, not powdery, but a true like sweet vanilla. Yeah, it's a sweet suede like vanilla. Yeah, that's a really good descriptor for it is suede. Um, the other one sitting here with it is going in a completely different direction of like bold, kind of smoky fragrances. And this one is actually from Kayali. This is Kayali Oudgasm Rose Oud. This is such Rose Oud 16. This is such a good fragrance. Let's talk notes. Lemon, geranium, Bulgarian rose, vanilla Madagascar, cashmere wood, and oud in the base. I love the little bottles here. But this smell, This was the first oud fragrance that I smelled, and I was like, yeah, gotta dive a little bit deeper. We gotta go a little bit further in that journey because there's something about this I like. And I'm gonna use a word that I think foodies will get what I'm saying. It's got a roundedness like balsamic. It's got this almost balsamic kind of roundedness, and that's the oud. That is the oud. Oud to me is rich. It's kind of balmy. It's woody. It's definitely got that bit of what they would call oriental twang and fragrance. It There's no other word to describe it. Like oud is really its own thing, and that's why we see it so much in fragrances that are inspired by, Northern Africa, South Asia, Southeast Asia, what people would typically call the Middle East. That's where we get, that oud, that agar wood from. I still have to do a oud video because this is still just such a great fragrance. And then the rose on top is perfection. And this one does lean a little bit powdery. I don't normally like powdery fragrances, but this one doesn't go too powdery. It's the perfect balance of floral and oud, like bold. Um, because rose is definitely one of those notes that a little bit too much and it's not going to go well, but they balance as well with the Bulgarian rose and those citrus notes as well. So that was 10 and 9. Now we're going to move into 8, and 8 is actually one of the fragrances I'm wearing today. I'm wearing number 8 and number 7 together. No, it's number 6. But okay, number 8. I've talked about this before. Jean Paul Gaultier. This is Le Beau Paradise Garden. Love this. Juicy, green, fig forward. It is bright. Sillage is intense. Projection is intense. I've got it on now, paired with something else. And it's just one of those fragrances that it gives you green, it gives you lush, it gives you vibrance. I think there's coconut in here. Like there's so many great notes. This is a great fragrance, a great bottle, a great house. Jean Paul Gaultier, definitely for the win. This will probably always stay in my top 10 as well because there's also like this youthfulness about it, but it doesn't smell childish. Like it smells vibrant, but not childish. That fig, that is so good. So freaking good. Okay, next, number 7. This is another one that probably will stay in my top 10 forever because it is its own thing. From Versace, Crystal Noir, perfection, pure perfection. I was talking about this recently. Absolute pure perfection. In my opinion, the best Versace fragrance that they have. Like, nothing else is like it. Definitely a head to head, like direct competitor with Eros. Um, Man and Pour Home don't stand a chance. Eros Parfum, Bright Crystal, absolute. Like nothing stands up to this, in my opinion, in the Versace house. But even in other fragrances, like I've only recently gotten other fragrances in my collection the past couple years that remind me of this and had that same rich composition. In the past, it was Lady Gaga's Fame, perfect fragrance. They're like cousins. They're cousins. They're absolute cousins. Now we've got Marc Jacobs' Perfect Elixir and Perfect Absolute that to me are like the younger cousins in this family. This fragrance is perfection. Number 6 is a rollerball that I will never not keep one of. Like, this is my favorite fragrance. When it comes to jasmine, when it comes to florals, this is like absolute perfection for me. This is from Nest, New York. This is a rollerball. This is Indian jasmine. Um, I'd always loved jasmine before, but pairing jasmine with red berries and I think sandalwood or cedarwood, absolute brilliance. This fragrance is brilliance. This fragrance is perfection. I have it on today with Paradise Garden or Le Beau, Paradise Garden from Jean Paul Gaultier, and this wonderful pairing. They're both so lush and vibrant and juicy and green. But they still have those floral notes. They still have those kind of citrus or berry notes, the fruit that just balance it and keep it really vibrant. And I love that. Next, we're going to move on to number 5. We're at number 5. This is a tough one because these two fragrances are neck and neck, number 5 and number 4. So it's kind of a tie for both. Number 5 is Maison Alhambra's Very Velvet Orchid. This is supposedly a dupe of Tom Ford Velvet Orchid. I've smelled Velvet Orchid and it did not smell like this to me. but this is perfection. This is woody. This is floral. It's subtle, but it's also got an intensity to it. It's smoky. Well, it's not smoky. Smoky's the wrong word. It's sultry. There's a sultriness to it that is very sexy and demure and kind of mysterious. And I feel like purple fragrances tend to do that. I love a good purple fragrance. Purple vibes and fragrance tend to go in a more mysterious, dark and sexy kind of direction. And this does that. But this is very Velvet Orchid. It's rich, it is velvety. It gives you that luxurious, rich floral, but not in a powdery direction, not like fresh floral. This is a velvety, rich floral. Absolute perfection. I actually paired that with another orchid fragrance. And I've also worn it with Milk Orchid. It is brilliant. Even though there's no orchid in Milk Orchid, but neither here nor there. Okay, next we're gonna move on to number four. Like I said, they're neck and neck. They are definitely different vibes, but I love both of them. This is Sheer Beauty. I just got this one. I just got this one this year, and this is now part of my top 10. This is perfection. And I keep saying that about these fragrances, y'all, because they're really hitting the nails on the head. Like when I tell you the way I've built my collection is I like finding a vibe and energy in a fragrance area, in a corner of fragrance, and being like, give me the most perfect or most nearly perfect example of this. Whether it's rose, whether it's banana, whether it's grapefruit, I'm looking for those fragrances with certain notes that just like for a vibe when I want to smell like coconut, when I want to smell like fig, when I want to smell like jasmine, I have that go to that I can grab. Um, this sheer beauty is the name is a great example of what it does. It is like a floral musk, but it is a touch more floral than it is skin musk. And it's got great projection and it's got great sillage and it's vibrant, it's sophisticated. It's just it's so good. When since I bought it, I haven't been able to stop spraying it. Like I spray this all the time. I wear this all the time. I've only had this maybe a month or two, maybe 2 months. I don't even think a full 2 months yet. I love it. It's fantastic. This is a dupe supposedly of Bear by Victoria's Secret, but this is wonderful. I love it. Um, the top three of these fragrances are really hard to say who's in number one because I wear all three of them equally often. Um, and so I'm going to give you all three of these fragrances in no particular order, and we're going to talk about them. In fact, I'm going to show you all three of them at once, and we're just going to talk about them. But the top three for me currently are Clean Reserve Skin, Commodity Milk, and Commodity Milk Orchid. Let's get into it. Let's start with the lactonics. Commodity Milk, I've raved, I've ranted and raved again about this fragrance. Y'all know what it means to me. The balance of mahogany wood with cold milk and marshmallow. It's brilliance. It's brilliance in a bottle. It can't get better. Like this literally can't get better. It is perfection. There I go again. Then we've also got Milk Orchid. I raved about this with the relaunch. I love it. It's such a unique fragrance. There's nothing out there quite like it. And it's just so special. Like this is a special juice. Every time I smell it, I'm like, this is so special. The coconut, the macadamia, the hazelnut. Is it hazelnut or did I make that up? Not hazelnut, almond. That's what I meant. The fig milk, coconut cream, almond blossom, vanilla orchid, warm cotton, magnolia, the macadamia milk, and sandalwood. It is, it makes me think of like really fuzzy coats that move a little bit, of like a really nice plush blanket. Like it is that wrapping of just perfection, like cloud, wispy creaminess. It is so good. I just will always love this fragrance, and I'm so grateful I was be able to get in on that second launch. So good. And then finally, I've raved about this one too, Clean Reserve Skin. I just think this is a another fragrance where they just hit the nail on the head, and it was 10 out of 10. It is clean, like the name, like the brand name describes, but I can literally spray this with anything. And if I don't know what I'm wearing and I'm getting ready, I can go ahead and put this down as a base. I can just be like, well, I can just throw Clean Reserve Skin on, and put something on top. And that's why I have skin musks is because maybe I'm feeling more gourmand, but I haven't decided. So maybe I'll throw on Rev from Glossier, or maybe I'm going in a more fruity direction, so I'll throw on Me from Sniff, or maybe I'm gonna go in a floral direction, so I'll throw this on. I'm gonna go in a musk direction, so I'll throw on Santal Musk from Kayali. I love having those skin scents as a base to my layer. So that's just a little trick from my book. But yes, Clean Reserve Skin, absolute great fragrance. Um, yeah, that was my top 10. Let me know what y'all think if you have any of these. If you have any opinions. Like I have so many more fragrances, and of course I'm gonna show you the collection next week. But I wanted to give you an idea of where I'm sitting right now in fragrance, like what my favorite vibes are, my niche area, what I'm loving the most in fragrance. So I've kind of figured out my favorite areas of fragrance. Let me know, what are your favorite areas of fragrance? What are you kind of vibing to right now? And that has been Fragrance Friday. Phoenix J out.